Azarath and Noisy R6 for all becoming members of the channel. What's going on, guys? It's CCA, and today we are playing some more Clash Royale. They already caved in and buffed the Spirit Empress. I guess not enough people were buying their ridiculous, almost $60 offer of just purchasing the legendary card outright and getting it to max level, so they decided to go ahead and buff the thing. We can take a quick look at the balance changes that they released literally today, and it says that Spirit Empress is a complex card. Many players are still figuring out the full potential of her two cards and one mechanic. To help this, we're giving both of her forms a power boost, aka buy the Spirit Empress offer. This will better highlight their individual strengths and make it easier for players to learn how to use the mechanic effectively. So the hit points from her ground form go from 1024 to 1075. That is a 5% buff, just making it, I guess, a little bit tankier, surviving a couple more interactions. And the hit speed air form goes from 1.5 seconds to 1.4, so it will shoot a little bit faster. Not a crazy buff, if I'm honest. But today, I know I just used the Spirit Empress a couple days ago in a bunch of different decks, but today we're going to be using them in the top Spirit Empress decks in the game, trying them out, see if we can get some dubs with them. And the first one I'm actually going to be using on ranked because I have everything maxed out, and it does require the skeleton barrel evolution, so we're going to be using that, as well as the Spirit Empress, which I just popped a cheeky card boost on. So let's hop into this, see if we can get our dub with this deck, and yeah, up against Tesla Combien. But yeah, if you guys watch me pretty often, you know I'm quite the avid Mortar player, so I absolutely love that Mortar bait has kind of revived because of the Spirit Empress. It's pretty sick. That's basically what I've used for the last couple years, and we're just gonna try out this deck. There's a couple pros at the top of the ladder using this, and so that's why I really want to just try it out, see what we can do. Honestly, I think this time for the Spirit Empress right now, wall breakers I think are just gonna connect here. Unfortunately, there's not really much I was able to do about those, but let's go with the skeleton barrel here, along with that Spirit Empress, and oh, it's actually gonna completely demolish that Goblin gang, and the Skelly Barrel gonna get some damage as well. Spirit Empress will be on the tower and get a couple hits for us as well, so that's pretty nice. Let's just leave that Dark Goblin. Yeah, that's our strong side tower, so I don't mind taking a little bit of damage onto that. It's not a bad start at all. We can come up with some Spear Goblins here. Let's go with the Mortar like this, and then a Berserker to try and take out the skeletons here. We'll also go and help with the guards that are coming down the left side. This is literally the first time I've used this deck. I saw a couple pros using this interesting Mortar bait deck, and I thought I had to try it out in ranked. The rest of these games are going to be, like I said, in a grand challenge. Let's go for the Spirit Empress here. We can go for some Spear Goblins here. It's going to be a little bit sketchy to stop. Yeah, he's going to come in with the wall breakers. Let's go with the Evo Mortar here. I'm going to... unfortunately, we're going to take a lot of damage on that right side. I'm hoping the Spirit Empress can help out a bit there. And we can go with the Skeleton Barrel evolution. Dang, man, it looks like we might lose this. That's a lot of crap. Honestly, Spirit Empress, I was going to log all that, but we kind of need the log, yeah, for those breakers. Let's come in with the Mortar here. We can get a Berserker down. Maybe try and keep the Spirit Empress up for a bit. It is still up, so let's go in with the Skeleton Barrel. He's gonna arrow. Dang, that Spirit Empress is just so freaking tanky. I'm gonna Fireball here, trying to keep the Spirit Empress up and take out the Dark Gob. He's got the Skelly Barrel evolution though. This is very sketchy. He got the Berserker. Oh yeah, I lost those. I can't do anything about those breakers there. That's a tough first loss, man, and he's gonna be at me. What's wrong with people, genuinely? That's a tough way to start the video. some damage. No, you hit arrows. Okay, let's just go for a skeleton barrel then, cycle to that evolution. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I still think that the Spirit Empress isn't really all that good. A lot of people are saying that it's pretty bad, and I can kind of see why. It's just, I don't know, I feel like the main issue is it just doesn't shoot fast enough in its air form. And that is making it just unable to get a ton of DPS. We can go for the Spirit Empress once again. Does he come in with some form of win condition here? There's the recruits. Okay, it's another freaking recruit stack, man. These things are everywhere. Mortar is going to lock onto the tower, and honestly, we can fireball this flying machine to keep the Spirit Empress alive and deal with those recruits, which is going to be very good. He's going to have to Mother Witch. Spirit Empress, shoot that. Oh my god. Takes out the Mother Witch. Wow. That was super clutch. We can go with a skeleton barrel here. That's going to get us to our Evo and potentially get us some damage. He goes for a bar barrel, which will counter that. But yeah, dude, very good start to this. He's got some kind of weird fireball bait. Royal Pigs deck. Let's go with the Berserker. Let's go with the Evo Mortar, and I want my Spirit Empress to snipe this Goblin cage. He's gonna definitely come with, oh wow, I thought he was gonna go with the recruits, but he comes in with the pigs. Not sure if I agree with that, because that's gonna lock onto his tower. And the Spirit Empress putting in a shift defensively right now. This is gonna be a little bit troublesome, with these recruits coming in. I'm gonna get another Spirit Empress down to defend this flying machine. We can log back this recruit over here. I'm gonna have to fireball these pigs. And the Spirit Empress can clean up the rest of them. Let's get the Skelly Barrel Evo in front of the Spirit Empress here. See if we can get some damage. He Mother Witches. That Mother Witch is gonna be really valuable. Let's go with the ground Spirit Empress here to help defend. Did they change the look of the Mother Witch? That Mother Witch looks a little bit weird. I don't know. Let's go Berserker. Let's do the Skeleton Barrel. We're very close to a dub here. I'm going to fireball that flying machine. Maybe get us the dub. Potentially. Oh, we're so close. We are very, very close to a W. Let's get the Spirit Empress down. There come the pigs. I'm going to get the Mortar a little bit high. He goes for some arrows, which is actually really good. We can go for the Goblin Gang and the Berserker, and I just need a fireball to win the game. So there we go. We completely defended, and we can fireball for the W. Okay, there we go. Spirit Empress actually helped us out a lot in that matchup, and I don't know. I don't really feel the buffs. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know that it got a little bit tankier on the ground, and it shoots, I guess, a little bit faster in the air, but it doesn't really feel that way. I don't know. Like, it just feels it's just a kind of underwhelming card at the moment. That's what I personally believe, but either way, let's get on to the next top Spirit Empress deck. Alright, the next deck we're going to be using is Pekka Bridge Spam with the Spirit Empress. I've seen some pros have some pretty solid runs with this deck at the top of ladder, and it looks pretty interesting. Usually you don't see, obviously, the Spirit Empress in this. You'll see maybe an Executioner, maybe a Musketeer, or some other like support unit in this deck, but we are going to try it with the Spirit Empress, as that is what this deck uses, and try it out. So far, I still honestly don't know about the Spirit Empress. It does do some very solid DPS. Let's just go Battle Ram in the other lane, see what he's got. Nagabator 5000. I could have zapped there, but we are gonna connect anyway, so didn't need it. Let's just go for the Spirit Empress on defense. Take out the Valkyrie. Oh wow, he's coming with a full drill. Well, we got the Ghost. He's coming with a little Prince ability as well. Yeah, the Bandit will take out the Goblins there. We can just use the LP here. Not taking any damage at all, which was really, really solid. He actually got more damage in the lane on my right. I don't remember what he did there, but very good start for us. So we got a drill deck we're up against here. Nagabator 5000 from Goodbye. Let's just Battle Ram the bridge, honestly. We can zap like this that'll allow the battle ram to connect again. He does not have very good counters for the battle. Oh wow, he's got a freaking wait, what? He has a mortar, and a mortar and a drill is an interesting combo. Wow, he's coming in with the drill. Oh, he goes for it defensively. Interesting. Bandit will take out that mortar for us, as it did get a decent amount of damage. Because honestly, well, I mean, how could I expect a mortar in this deck? But hey, it is what it is. I'm surprised he hasn't used the mortar defensively against my battle rams. Very odd deck we're up against by Nagabator, but let's just gear up a Spirit Empress in the back. See if we can. Oh, he's gonna poison that. That was very aggressive and honestly not a very good idea. We're gonna go with the Evo Battle Ram. Let's fireball down the mortar. The Battle Ram's not going for the mortar either. And look at that damage. Ghost could be going for the LP. Yeah, and the Spirit Empress will take the tower there. Very good. We'll go for an E-Wiz to try and take everything out. There's the Drill Evo that's coming in. Not sure if I agree with that poison, but he is going to go for that. We'll go for the Ghost here. He's getting some damage. I zap nothing, but it looks like we're going to win this, guys. We'll go for a Spirit Empress in the back. We literally just need to defend, and we have an Evo Pekka still coming down the lane. Let's battle around the other lane, apply some pressure here, while he's still trying to take out my left tower. But yeah, that is good game. Very odd deck we went up against there, and I didn't even use the Spirit Empress on the ground once. I feel like in a deck like this, you really don't need the ground version because you just have so many ground troops, especially tanky ground troops with that Pekka and the Royal Ghost. But yeah, so far both of these decks have felt pretty normal and pretty good. Let's get another top Spirit Empress deck going to just kind of gauge how well this card can do in a bunch of decks and against a bunch of decks. This is what I'm truly excited to play. It's a sick looking pump bow deck with the Spirit Empress. This one is either going to be really sick or really bad. I never really thought it would work in an Expo deck, but there's a top Expo player in the world right now using this exact deck, so we're going to try it out. I'm not, like, I've played Siege for quite a while. I don't know what the hell's going on with my mic. Let me adjust it so that you can actually hear me. Yeah, I haven't really used the Expo all that much. But I am a Siege player, so we're gonna try our, oh Jesus. Honestly, let's just go with a defensive Expo, to start us off, because those recruits are gonna be freaking annoying. He's gonna come with a Skelly King. Honestly, I'm gonna go Little Prince, and then use the ability immediately. And that all will go down. He's gonna lightning, but honestly, that's good opportunity for me to get a pump down. Dang, we took a lot of damage there actually, but it's fine. We can pump up after he lightnings, and he's already hitting me with some BM, but that's okay. We're gonna be able to get some nice extra elixir here because he did use that pump, and he's coming with a Night Witch. What is he gonna be trying here? We can go with a Spirit Empress. Okay, so he does have the elixir golem. Had a feeling that that's what was coming, dude. Royal Recruits elixir golem. I can't think of a more toxic combo. Let's do this. Let's get another Spirit Empress down. Evo Ice Spirit as well, to just kind of tank for some more stuff. And he just got so much damage there, dude. Let's just try and go with the Expo. Let's see if we can get some damage of our own. That's going to target the Skeleton King, unfortunately. But honestly, that Skeleton King is going to go down really soon. Okay, there we go. That's damage. Let's go for the ground Spirit Empress to tank for anything he comes in with. And he's already BMing. Let's... Oh, dude, that ground Spirit Empress, honestly, just went off. Holy crap. That might be the tower. Very nearly the tower, honestly. Let's get another pump down. He's got some royal recruits. Let's do this. Let's do this. He arrows my pump. I don't know why he's not throwing lightnings down on it. Let's go like this. Let's go with another expo. Dude, that LP just absolutely went off for me. He does a defensive. No way he just did that. He went for a defensive freaking eagle, which is absolutely unreal to me. Let's do this. Dang, that eagle is actually gonna get some damage here. I got the Spirit Empress to help us out with that. He's gonna try and lightning us down. Come on, bro. Dude, the eagle. Okay, hang on, wait. Giant snowball. Pick everything up. No, I screwed up the snowball. Just spam him. Just absolutely spam him out. I think I lost, though. He says, oops, what a loser, man. What a loser. That deck honestly worked really well, though. I'm going to try it one more time, because it is very, very interesting to play. It's unfortunate when I'm up against somebody with a lightning, because, oh, dude, if I got that freaking snowball, that Evo snowball down correctly, we would have won the game. That sucks, man. That really sucks. Oh, well. Let's just cycle the snowball Evo. Can cycle the ice spirit Evo as well. And we'll just pump immediately, honestly. He goes for his own little prince here. Okay, is this... Oh, it's drill. Let's do the ground Spirit Empress and an ice golem, and I think we'll be fine. We're going to take a little bit of damage from the goblins, but we can actually just pump up again after he poisoned our first one, and he goes for... Oh, actually, never mind. I'm going to go in with the expo here. He went for a full little prince ability, which was very peculiar. I'm going to ability myself, get the guardian in front, and there we go. He's going to have to put some elixir down for everything there, and that is really solid damage we're going to get. I'm just going to kind of leave everything, as we did get a really solid amount of damage. Ice Spirit onto the bomber. Very good start here. Very good start. We've gotten good expo damage to start off the game, and we can just pump up again. Right there. Get the pump down. We can go for a Spirit Empress. Okay, it does poison the pump immediately this time. Which I think is probably his best play there. Let's go for the Spirit Empress. Let's go for the Ice Golem. Dang, that drill's gonna get more damage. Unfortunately, I'm not playing very well against these drills. I'm letting him get way too much damage, but you know what? He's gonna, honestly, we'll pump up again here. And that Spirit Empress is actually gonna do some pretty good damage for us. Let's go for a ground Spirit Empress for this knight. Let's Ice Golem to block the bomber. And then we can Evo Ice Spirit onto that bomber as well, so that it doesn't get a bunch of damage for him. Now, let's Little Prince the back. We can get another pump down. And we're just building up elixir now. Let's go for the expo. Let's go for the Ice Golem. I want to save up for the ground. Honestly, let's a Little Prince ability here. Get a tank in the front of all of this. The fact that he just poisoned my expo down shows he's getting a little bit desperate. Ice Spirit, Skellies, Ice Golem as well. I need a Little Prince for the Guardian. Dude, we're gonna have so much extra elixir because of that pump that he didn't poison. Let's snowball the bomber. Spirit Empress on the ground. Little Prince ability here as well. There we go. That expo's locked on the tower, and that's good game, boys. That is good game. You absolutely love to see it. I knew we could get a win with that deck. That is a very fun deck, honestly. Very fun one. And, yeah. I still just don't know how to feel about the Spirit Empress. I feel like the ground Spirit Empress in that matchup worked a little bit better for us than the air one. But yeah, it's still such an interesting card, and I still haven't really used it enough to kind of gauge how truly good it is, but we're still going to be using a few more top pro Spirit Empress decks, so let's build them. Okay, the next Spirit Empress deck is actually a deck that I thought would work pretty well. Like, initially when I saw the Spirit Empress card come out, it's a very similar deck to one that I tried a couple days ago when trying the Spirit Empress in a bunch of different decks, and it is a Hound deck. This one actually uses the Miner though, which is pretty interesting, but the fact you got the Valk, the Miner, and the ground Spirit Empress all as like tanky ground units in this deck, this could be a pretty interesting deck to use here. Hackers is our opponent, but yeah, let's try this out. Like I said, I thought when I first saw this concept of the Spirit Empress, this is a deck that I thought would work best with the card. Oh, interesting. We've got a Goblin Giant deck we're up against. We'll go with the Spirit Empress. Let's also Valkyrie on the Goblin Giants. And it's actually done a pretty good job defensively for us. I think, yeah, the Spirit Empress is definitely just one of those cards that you gotta use defensively and try to build counter pushes with. And wow, it really did a ton of damage to that Dark Prince. That's gonna allow our Valkyrie to get a swing on the tower there. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, the Sparky. Okay, Goblin Giant Sparky is a bit of a tough matchup. I think we've got the Zap to potentially reset the Sparky if he comes with something. Oh wow, okay, yeah, he does come with the E-Wiz. Let's zap the Sparky once it crosses. There we go. We can go with the Spirit Empress as well. Oh my god, thank god I did that because he zapped all of those skeletons. We can go with a Miner here to distract. Hopefully get the Spirit Empress on the tower. Is that shooting the Dark Prince? It is, dang. Let's go for some Skelly Drags onto that. Just to completely take it out. Nice, Spirit Empress gets 2 shots. You know what? I think pre-buffed Spirit Empress that doesn't get 2 shots there. Maybe. He's gonna rage. Eesh. This is gonna be some damage for him here. Let's go with the Valkyrie to try and just take the rest of that stuff out. And yeah, he did get some damage there, unfortunately, but it's a-okay. It's a-okay. We're still in this 100%. There's the E-Wiz. We're gonna try and gear up a Lava Hound now that we are in double elixir. Okay, he comes in with the Sparky. We'll Spirit Empress and then we'll zap. That hopefully takes it out, right? Oh, thank god it does. Okay, we'll go with the Lava Hound ahead of the Spirit Empress. I think he was expecting me to actually go for a Lava Hound there, and that's why he went in with the Sparky like that. But dude, that's the tower. He's not. Has he just given up? I think he just gave up after that push failed. So very, very nice. He'll absolutely love to see it. We can just go in and win the game now. But yeah, looks like his push failed, and he just decided, yeah, it's over. And that's the game. Alright, honestly, that is a pretty fun deck to use as well. And again, Spirit Empress kind of did well there. Like, the issue with this card, okay, is in a lot of matches, like, there's times where in a lot of matches it just feels very clunky, but there's times where it has its moments, and it actually does look like a pretty decent card. So I still really don't know how to feel about it, man. I have such mixed opinions and feelings about this card. I don't know. Like I said earlier, the buff, like, you don't really notice the buff all that much. But like I said, even on the tower there, when it got 2 hits, it did seem like it wouldn't have gotten those shots before the buff. But either way, we're gonna use a couple more Spirit Empress decks because this card is honestly just kind of fun to use. Next deck we're going to be using here is the Spirit Empress Goblin Drill Cycle deck that I've seen quite a few pros actually use. I actually used this deck, I believe, when I tried the Spirit Empress on day 1. I thought I saw this deck kind of circulating around and thought I'd use it, and it seems like this is still a pretty strong Spirit Empress deck. Only issue is Spirit Empress is our only air unit, and that's what has me a little bit worried. If we go up against some kind of like Lava Hound deck, it's kind of just GG's for the most part. We'll go for some skellies like this to make it so that they don't hit any of the wall breakers. You just love to see that. I guess, honestly, let's just, okay, okay, dude. Like, of course he just first hands me like this. I didn't have my log or my cannon in cycle to deal with any of the stuff he just went in with. Let's just go with a goblin drill. And you know what, I'll log the dart this time. Actually really clutch logs. That'll log the knight back. Get us a little bit of damage. You can go with the bomber now that I actually have a good starting hand. And there we go. Finally able to counter something that he puts down. We'll kind of let the bomber die. Let's just gear up a Spirit Empress. We can fire Spirit. And that Dark Goblin's gonna get max damage. Dude, really, really unfortunate start to the game here, honestly. He's honestly just gonna let me get a Goblin drill down. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing. This guy's not good, bro. We should be able to win this. He goes Eva Wallbreakers onto the Goblin drill. Let's poison the... Oh, I didn't even need to poison the Dark Goblin. The Spirit Empress would have taken it out. Look at everything he's wasting into the Spirit Empress, and it's still got a hit. Oh my days. Okay, well that was very nice. Let's go for another Spirit Empress in the back, just because it seemed like you had some massive difficulties dealing with the first one. Goes for a knight at the bridge. Let's just go for a cannon, I guess. Definitely log that barrel. This should be a win, guys. I got a really bad start to this game, but I think that Spirit Empress is still going to take out the dart. Oh my god, it is. Let's fire Spirit. The goblins are on the tower getting some damage. Spirit Empress also on the tower. Very, very good stuff here. Very good stuff. We got the Evo cannon in case he wants to... Oh, jeez. Unfortunately, didn't have the log and cycle. Let's log the Dark Goblin down because the bomber will help us out here. We can go with a Goblin drill off to the side. I'm going to put it so they can't predict anything. That's going to be a really good bomber here for us. Let's Spirit Empress in the middle, take out the Dark Goblin. That's going to be the tower, it looks like. Very nice. Yeah, this guy, I don't know, man. I keep not having my log and cycle for these Goblin barrels, but we should win this. Let's do a prediction. Evo cannon here. Nice, taking out the Dark Goblin. Very, very good. We do have the log and cycle if he wants to try and get one more barrel down. Looks like he is going to attempt to, and that's the game. Love to see it. Okay, Spirit Empress actually kind of came in clutch for us there. It was ripping everything to shreds, ripping everything in its path down, and yeah, I don't know, maybe that was just a pretty bad matchup for our opponent, but the Spirit Empress was unreal in that. Okay, we're gonna use a couple more pro decks. I'm liking the Spirit Empress a little bit more. I don't know, man. I don't know. I still don't know if it's good or bad yet. Okay, this next deck looks absolutely insane. The player that's using this is a Chinese pro who's had multiple top 100 finishes. And, I don't know, it looks absolutely cracked. The fact that this pro is using this, I mean, there's gotta be some kind of rhyme or reason behind the decisions of these cards that are in the deck, but this just looks unhinged, man. We're gonna try it, see how well it does in this game, but my god, Spirit Empress and Golden beatdown with E-barbs. This looks absolutely unreal, so let's try it out. And just kind of see what Nay7 is using. Might try a couple games with this just because of how insane this deck looks. And yeah, just cycling to our Lumberjack evolution there. Let's see what Nay plays. I'm just gonna chill for a sec. Let's go Bar Barrel onto the Ice Bear. We're gonna completely miss it on purpose because we don't want him to think that like he's lost the game already. You know what I mean? We want to get him a little bit of damage to get his morale up, and we'll go for some E-barbs in the middle like this. Get a heal Spirit down on the left side to maybe heal up the Spirit Empress. No, not gonna heal up the Spirit Empress. It is gonna get a shot on the cannon, but I'm not gonna be able to get them to the tower. We do want to try and cycle to these Evos, like I said. So I think what I might do now is just go for, we'll go for the E-Dragon, like this. I could have gotten King Tower there, but I just want to cycle to the Evos. And we'll also go for a Lumberjack with this E-Drag to get to that evolution as well. And that's actually going to get us some damage. He also has a Spirit Empress. Okay, oh Jesus, that Golden Knight is going to connect. Dang, that's actually some unfortunate damage that we took there. Some very unfortunate damage. Does he do anything about the Spirit Empress? He does. He puts some 1 elixir skeletons down. Okay, now it's time. It's time to gear up a golem. Oh, let's actually get King Tower here now. And that will help us out a lot in the future here. Now, here comes the big boy. Golem time. Let's see what we can do here. He's gonna have to put in a hell of a performance here to defend what we have cooking. Let's go for the E-Drag Evo. Let's go for the Spirit Empress. Let's go for the L-Jack evolution. We're gonna get a heal spirit. Dude, I don't know what he's meant to do now. We're gonna NATO everything together. And he goes for the cannon. But honestly, let's just go with some E-Barbs. That Lumberjack Evo taking out the cannon. The E-Barb's coming in hot now. This is over. Yeah, there's no way he defends all of the Spirit Empress on the tower. That's the game. Oh my god, this is a disgusting deck, dude. Once you get all of the evolutions down, and the Spirit Empress and the E-Drag, it is... That's pretty gross. That is pretty gross. That is a deck that I'd love to actually try on ladder. Oh my god. I feel dirty. I feel dirty using that. Let's do it one more time, honestly. I want to try that deck one more time to see if that was a fluke or if this deck truly is just this disgusting. Up against the Clasher here. My god, bro, that was gross. Okay, Firecracker first play. I'm gonna go Spirit Empress first play. See what Buddy Boy's got in his locker here. Okay, Mighty Miner. Is he gonna come in with the Hog, maybe? Is that King Tower? Oh my god, it is. That's so clutch. E-Barb's coming in. Let's get a heal spirit down for these E-Barbs. Spirit Empress will go in and take out the cannon. Maybe an E-Barb hit on the tower. Yes! E-Barb hit onto the tower. That's very, very nice. Very nice start for us. And you know what? Let's just go for a Lumberjack. We have the NATO in case he comes with the Hog. There's the Hog there. Let's use it. Get hit over to our King. Lumberjack gets a hit as well. That's great. Let's go for the Electro Dragon, and I'm also going to Barb Barrel. Bring that Mighty Miner back over. And there we go. We're over to our Electro Dragon evolution already. Or we have cycled to it. We can get the... Oh, you know what? Let's go for the Heal Spirit and the Lumberjack. We're going to take a hit, but that's okay, because we can cycle to the Lumberjack evolution now as well. And we've got both of our Evos coming up. This is gonna be absolutely heartbreaking for him. Let's wait a little bit. We want to get into double elixir before we pop the golem down. We're gonna just split some E-Barbs. And okay, little bro. Honestly, we'll let him get his chump damage. I'm gonna go Spirit Empress like this. We're gonna go Barb Barrel. Dude, okay, like, we'll Tornado the Hog. And now we gotta go for a golem here. Wow, hang on, one of those E-Barbs on the right just went off. Honestly, let's go. Oh, dang it, that Firecracker's still up. I'm gonna have to go for some E-Barbs onto this side. He's gonna, I think, take my tower. Oh no, not quite. He's gonna have to also defend those elite barbarians as well. Let's go for the E-Drag Evo to keep on taking it out. We're resetting the Mighty Miner. I'm honestly just gonna let him take that tower. I'm just gonna let him take the tower here. Let's go for the Spirit Empress. Again, we're gonna NATO the Firecrackers over here. Come on, boys. Come on, get in there. Get in there, Lumberjack Evo. Lumberjack Evo. Evo. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. E-Barbs will take out the golem. I'm very, very happy about that. Okay, he's got his hog out of cycle, so let's go with the golem in the back again. And those E-Barbs did a ton of damage for me there. Oh, he's gonna try and... I know what you're trying to do, little bro. Yeah, you think I don't know what you're trying to do. We'll heal Spirit onto the L-Jack. Oh, dude, you are so screwed. What are you even gonna do here? Elite Barbs in the pocket. Absolutely gonna melt that cannon. Yeah, good game, he says. We can go for the E-Track, Evo. Let's get a Lumberjack in here. Yeah, this might be the game. This is definitely the game, in fact. E-Track, Evo going off. And he says, good game. Oh my god. We actually might 3-crown him, but nah. We probably could have 3-crowned him there if I actually looked at the King Tower's health. That was a pretty meta deck we just went up against there as well. Hog EQ with the Firecracker. Pretty disgusting, okay. I think there's 2 more decks I want to use using the Spirit Empress, because, dude, honestly, this card is kind of going off in a lot of these matchups. Next up is this Electro Dragon deck using, obviously, the Spirit Empress, the Bowler, and the Evo Knight. This is a pretty interesting one, because, again, only air unit in the deck. However, we do have a NATO and a Lightning in case, like a balloon, that comes into our way here. So let's try this deck out. This is another top player using this deck, which looks kind of interesting. It looks like there is some synergy in this deck that we could definitely try and take advantage of. We'll just cycle a bar barrel here. He's going to cycle a snowball. He's not going to do anything about that bar barrel. Honestly, Spirit Empress in the back for the Executioner seems like a pretty decent play for us. So we'll definitely go for that. What's he going to come in with? This Executioner with... Oh, okay, a monk. That is a little unfortunate. Let's go with the cannon here. I think we'll be okay. Let's go with the knights with this Executioner, because I'm going to need something else to take it out and take no damage. And okay, very interesting, very interesting. This guy has a monk and an Xe. This could be some kind of weird RG deck. I'm really not too sure, but we're gonna gear up the E-Drag. We got a bowler for... Did I say the E-Drag? We've got the E-Giant. We've got a bowler for the drill here, and honestly, this might be a time where we use the ground Spirit Empress just because we can. So let's go for it. Spirit Empress on the ground coming in. Oh wow, it's gonna do pretty good against those guards, honestly, and might even get to the tower here. It is gonna get to the tower, get us some damage. Okay, he has to snowball, but still, that barb and that E-Giant gonna get some pretty okay damage. Nothing too crazy, but still nothing to scoff at for sure. Kubai Sawana seems... I mean, he has a kind of a weird Goblin drill deck. I'm not really too sure what to think about it. We're going to just cycle a cannon and then go for the bowler here on defense. Take out the drill. Dude, having the bowler here is going to help us out tremendously. I'm not too sure what the hell that monk was. Yeah, he's going to get a little bit of damage from that, but I really don't know if that is the play here, because that just gears up a pretty big counter push for us. We can go Spirit Empress here. I'm probably going to try and lightning down that Xe. No, never mind. Let's tornado this Xe in front of his tower too. Oh, I thought that would line up, get us some bowler hits there, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Let's go for a bar barrel just to cycle to the E-Dragon, or the I keep saying E-Drag, the E-Giant, and he does come in with the monk. Let's get a lightning down on all of this. That will take out the Executioner. Oh, that was actually really clutch for us. He comes in with a defensive Goblin drill, which is actually kind of funny. Evo Knight's getting some value there. The Spirit Empress is still alive. It's going to take out that Tesla, which I don't know about that Tesla that he just placed down, man. That was kind of odd looking. Let's go with a bowler in the back here. I do have to be careful about. Yeah, there's the monk. Yeah, he's coming in with. Let's do this and this. I gotta try and. Dang, that monk is gonna ability and he's gonna get some bowler damage. That freaking monk, man. I gotta stop placing the bowlers the way I've been placing them. Let's. Oh, he does NATO the Tesla or the E-Giant over. We can go Spirit Empress. Let's get a lightning ready for this executioner. Unfortunately, lightning is not going to be able to take out that XC. Dang, this guy's got a very interesting deck here. Let's go with the bowler for the drill. Oh, it's a good snowball. I need to go for the ground Spirit Empress to take care of that. Oh my god, dude. This guy is actually obnoxious with these monks. We're gonna NATO it. Didn't really tell me that doesn't get a hit. Oh my god. Dude, the monks that he is placing is absolutely ridiculous. We're gonna lightning all of this. Hopefully taking that all out. Let's try and save up for a Spirit Empress. Oh my god, the executioner is going off for him right now. We're going to try and get in another Electro Giant. We've got the Tornado here. Actually, we're going to have to try and maybe Lightning. Let's Lightning. That was such a terrible Lightning. We're going to go high with the monk. He's going to laugh at me. What an asshole. I need to just try and get another Lightning down onto his tower, I think. I don't think we've done it, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. That's tough, bro. And he's BMing. Okay, alright, whatever, dude. I honestly don't get people. I really don't get people. This guy wins one game and thinks he's hot shit. Either way, honestly, I think that guy just had a pretty good matchup. I let him get so much damage with the monk there. I kept placing it in such a stupid way. Man, the monk is an annoying card, but yeah. I don't really regularly use E-Giant. Let's use one more deck and just test this baby out. I think this, I don't know, man. I'm still undecided of whether or not I like the Spirit Empress. Okay, the very last deck that I want to try the Spirit Empress in is this absolutely unhinged Royal Recruits Elixir Golem deck. I think I may have went against this earlier in this very video. I don't remember now anymore, but this is another deck that a top player is using, and we're going to try it out. Both the Evo Archers and the Royal Recruits are going to be very interesting in this deck. It's paired together with the Eagle. You do usually see the Archers with Eagle, but the Recruits is a different story. This is going to be interesting. Oh wow, he's going to go Boss Ban at first play. Thank God we've got the Royal Recruits. I hope he uses an ability here. Yeah, he does. He's going to waste some more elixir, which is just fantastic for us. And he does have a bomber, but I think that one archer that I've got going over there is going to help take it out. And he's using a bunch of elixir. Let's just go with the Spirit Empress to finish that prince off. It's going to do a pretty solid damage there. And okay, so he's got Boss Bandit Prince. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Mega Knight in this as well. Just seeing all of the rest of the cards that our opponent is playing, and I have a very awkward cycle. I might just go with a Goblin Stein in the back here. That's a bit of a weird, bit of an awkward play, but I kind of just, okay, we're gonna go with the Eagle like this. Damn, man. I might try and get some recruits. You know what, let's just Goblin Stein ability. I knew he had a Mega Knight. I freaking knew it. It's actually going to be some decent damage, but he's going to have a pretty insane counter push coming. Let's go with the recruits. Let's go with some archers. Dude, the rage. Honestly, let's Goblin Curse here just to try and kill everything a little bit faster. We actually might. Oh, nice. We actually got away with 0 damage. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. What a defense. Okay. Oh my days. Honestly, Goblin Stein for this Ram Rider is going to be really clutch. cycle going is going to be very good. Let's get a lightning ready. Oh, actually no, Evo Archers is going to help us out a ton. Look at those Evo Archers obliterating the Mega Knight. We're going to protect them with the recruits as well. Oh my days. Arrows onto the bomber. Dude, those Evo Archers just went off for us. Absolutely went off. We're going to go with another Goblin Stein. Let's go with another Elixir Golem. The recruits, look at the recruits on the left. Absolutely annihilating that tower as well. We can ability with the Goblin Stein. What a stupidly annoying deck. Oh my god. Well, that is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen, as the Goblin, the Eagle, the Goblin, the Eagle is going to take his tower. Wow, that seems like a rage-inducing deck to go up against. And that, I think, is going to do it for this video. Dude, the Spirit Empress didn't really do a whole lot there, honestly. It was kind of everything else, but I hope you guys enjoyed that video. After today's video, I still think the Spirit Empress is like a C-tier troop, man, honestly. I just don't think it provides, like, I just think there's cards that do things better than what the Spirit Empress does, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like in this deck, if you put a flying machine into this deck, maybe, like, some minions or something, I think it would do a way better job. Maybe not a way better job, but it would just do the job probably a little bit better and wouldn't be as gimmicky as the Spirit Empress. And so, I don't know, yeah, it's still going to be a C tier for me. I don't really think it's all that strong. There are situations where I think it's very good, and work very well with the decks, but again, I just think there are cards that can replace the Spirit Empress, and do what it does a little bit better. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you think of the Spirit Empress? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's really good? Do you think it's balanced? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, leave